Wife had affair with family member. My wife of 16 years had an inappropriate relationship with my father's brother-uncle for a 3-month period back in 2018. He worked his way into her life by essentially grooming her. Okay, I agree that seduced may have been the better word here. She trusted him, and ultimately opened up to him for advice, texting, emails, phone calls. Then he would throw in compliments and flirtatious comments. He convinced her they were soulmates. She was naive and took the bait, and before long they were meeting up, kissing, and later I came to find out getting more time, only active no time, which is what I believe. I discovered this affair and confronted both of them. Big intervention between wife, uncle, my father, his brother, and my aunt uncle's wife. Kept it pretty quiet outside of this small group for obvious reasons, embarrassment factor and keeping people's reputations intact with rest of family. Wife and I did a lot of counseling, spoke with our priest, etc. Unfortunately, last month I found another email, and discovered they had been secretly communicating for 2+ more years behind everyone's backs. Early 2019 until July 2021. Using apps like Telegram, burner emails, and secret photo apps. Apparently after a few months of no contact they relapsed. I kept quiet for 3 weeks observing behavior and confronted my wife with a letter telling me to come clean or we are done. She spilled the beans. While there was no admission of intercourse, there were more meetings, time clarification, only once, and it was him to her, and various hookups during the days, nights they could sneak off for a couple hours to see each other. They met only a handful of times over this 2-year period, at bars usually, and would get physical in the car afterwards. One time they met at a hotel, which is where the OS came into play. Lots and lots of texts and calls, phone time and exchanging photos. COVID slowed them down some too. I confronted my uncle with this information. He denied until I had him pinned and he confessed. He also told his wife, although he is lying about much of the physical stuff, calling my wife a liar, and his wife is actually believing him. My wife and I are separated, and going through therapy. Lots of it. We have 2 kids. I'm having a really hard time understanding how I can continue this marriage with so much betrayal and deceit. I know we can try, but I'm afraid I will be haunted by this forever and never trust again. The family aspect just magnifies the impact this is going to have on my life. Anyone out there experience anything like this? Seeking any words of wisdom. Know my wife has many great qualities and is otherwise a good person. She has just made some terrible, selfish, and stupid decisions. Adding more here, she is incredibly remorseful, and a complete wreck. Ashamed, disgusted at herself. She wants the marriage bad. Final comment: I figure we are over, but I don't make major decisions without knowing everything I can first. I have spoken with multiple attorneys and in getting a clear picture of what divorce will look like, alimony, etc. We are working with a mediator to draft terms of trial separation agreement. See where we stand after a couple months separated. In meantime, we are doing lots of therapy to understand why this happened and give me time to process. On fence.